Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101. I'm Scott Troll. That's going to be a Super Bowl recap show, and we're also going to talk some Browns. We'll talk Cavs. We'll talk the Winter Olympics, and we will get to all that. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question, and it is an NBA trivia question. Who is the only player to record consecutive 50-point games in the NBA playoffs? I will have the answer later on the podcast. Well, we are going to talk a little bit of Browns here. Uh, and as you know, as many expected, uh, Cleveland Browns defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz has resigned from the team last week. Uh, ESPN insider Adam Schefter tweeted the Schwartz tweeted that Schwartz sent the team a resignation letter. He is now likely to sit out this season, Schefter said. The Browns confirmed the news a short time later, saying saying last Tuesday that Jim Schwartz admitted his letter of resignation as defensive coordinator of the Cleveland Browns. The team tweeted the information after the news broke. We'd like to thank Jim for his contributions to our organizations over the last 3 seasons. The team continued in a statement. The Browns have been so bright. The Browns defense, have been the sole bright spot during the team's most challenging times. Schwartz interviewed for the Browns head coaching job, but was passed over by Todd Monken, which led to his resignation. Monken held his first press conference last week. Schwartz remains under contract with the Browns at least through the 2026 season. He has the Browns defensive coordinator for 3 seasons. He has been the Browns defensive coordinator for 3 seasons. He was head coach of the Detroit Lions from 2009 to 2013, and previously a defensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans, Buffalo Bills, and Philadelphia Eagles. He won Super Bowl 52 with the Eagles in 2018. And the Browns say the search for a new defensive coordinator is underway. So we will see what happens and who they will hire. And I really think they need to find somebody who's just as good or better than Schwartz to really keep this defense going the way that it has. And and I really feel that that's what they need to do. Oh, and uh, and I really feel that nobody saw this coming, and I think we all expected it though. And Munkin has wasted no time putting together a staff, and he really is working very hard. Uh, and uh, the Browns have a new special teams coordinator, and that's one of the things that needed to be worked on since Ray Bubba Ventrone, I believe, went to the Rams, and and the Cleveland Browns uh, have hired a coordinator known not to replace uh, Jim Schwartz, but on special teams. New head coach Todd Monken is adding Byron Storer to lead the unit in place of the embattled Bubba Ventrone. Let's be honest, Cleveland's third phase was a nightmare in 2025, according to official 2025 team statistics. The Browns ranked dead last, 32nd in punt return yards allowed and 31st in yards per kick return. But it bluntly, uh, to put it bluntly, the unspecial teams a liability that a liability that cost the team games. Coming over from Green Bay as the assistant special teams coach, can Storer turn the tide. Here are the three most important things to know about the man with fixing the mess or this mess. And He's a special teams royalty disciple. Storer is the hand-picked prototype of Rich uh, Biscascia, uh, arguably the greatest, special teams mind in the modern NFL. Storer has been Biscaccia's right-hand man for nearly a decade, following him from the Buccaneers to the Raiders to the Packers. He's helped modernize Biscaccia's legendary playbook, meaning the Browns are getting a cutting-edge system with a proven pedigree. He develops all pros. He went. If you want explosive returns, Storer is your guy during his time in Green Bay from 2022 to 2025. He was instrumental in coaching Keyshawn Nixon to back-to-back first-team All-Pro honors. He also helped tutor Raiders punter A.J. Cole and kicker Daniel Carlson into All-Pro status. Storer's record of evaluating individual talent to the highest level is just what this Browns squad needs. And he's a former player with a grinder mentality. Storer isn't just a clipboard carrier. He's played 3 seasons as a fullback and special teams ace for the Buccaneers. His career ended early due to an injury. He brings players first energy to first energy to a player's first energy to the locker room. That should uh, uh, resonate with a Browns roster looking for a fresh start. So that's basically what it is, and the search for the Browns' defensive coordinator search has continued, and Albert Breer names new leader to replace Jim Schwartz. Let's see what that is, and the search for Jim Schwartz's replacement is finally hitting a turning point. NFL insider Albert Breer joined 92.3 The Fan to drop a major intel on the vacant defensive coordinator role. he identified Houston Texans defensive coordinator, defensive passing game coordinator, Corey Undin as the clear front runner for the job. So, and according to Breer, the connection between Undin and new head coach Todd Monken is the driving force behind the move. If you're looking for a leader in the clubhouse, it's Corey Undinlin. Breer commented he has experience being uh, in the Jim Schwartz scheme in Philadelphia and going back to Jacksonville with Monken, too, and they keep in touch. So, and his name I've circled the whole time. He's someone who is not going to turn over the apple cart on the defensive players. Brewer continued the idea of keeping the defense structure intact. Lines up with Monken's introductory press conference when he mentioned wanting to maintain the current scheme. So that's just a little bit of what I wanted to share with you. And right now, it is time to reveal the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. Who was the only player to record consecutive 50-point games in the NBA playoffs? And if you said Michael Jordan, you are correct. And it was 1988 when he had consecutive 50-point games in the NBA playoffs. And I'll have another trivia question on my next podcast, so stay tuned for that. And right now, I'm going to do a Super Bowl recap for you. And, well, it was the dark side defense. It was the dark side defense carried Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks to a Lombardi Trophy. Devon Witherspoon, Derek Hill, Brian Murphy, and the rest of Mike McDonald's ferocious unit emulated Drake May and the Seahawks to beat the New England Patriots on Sunday by the final score of 20-13. Win the franchise's second Super Bowl. We never waver, man. We believe in each other. We love each other, and now we're the world champions, McDonald said. Darnold threw a touchdown pass to A.J. Barner. Kenneth Walker III ran for 135 yards, and Jason Myers set a Super Bowl record by making all 5 of his field goal tries. To do this with this team, I wouldn't want it any other way, Darnold said. So proud of our guys. Our defense, I can't say enough great things about our defense, our special teams. Walker became the first running back to win the Super Bowl MVP award since Hall of Famer Terrell Davis did it with Denver 28 years ago. And that's Kenneth Walker III was the Super Bowl MVP of Super Bowl 60. Yusina Nuswoshu punctuated a punishing defensive performance by snagging May's pass in the air after Witherspoon hit his arm and running it back 45 yards for a pick six. We went through a lot, but we believed, Witherspoon said. All of your doubters, all doubters out there who said all that other stuff, you all don't know what's going on in this building. We're one of one over here. Seattle won its first Super Bowl a dozen years ago behind this Legion of Boom defense, then was denied a repeat when New England's Malcolm uh, Butler intercepted Russell Wilson at the goal line. The Seahawks hadn't been back to the Super Bowl since. Darnold became the first quarterback in the 2018 NFL draft class to win a Super Bowl ahead of Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, and Lamar Jackson. Labeled a bust, bumped by two teams, and considered expandable by two others, Darnold proved his doubters wrong while helping the Seahawks go 17-3 after leading the NFL with 20 turnovers. In the regular season, Darnold didn't have any in three playoff games. He wasn't particularly sharp against a solid Patriots defense, but protected the ball and made enough plays, finishing 19 of 38 carries and attempts for 202 yards. I know we won the Super Bowl, but we could have been a little bit better on offense, but I don't care about that right now, Darnold said. It's an unbelievable feeling, man. I'm just so happy for the guys in the locker room and the coaches that put in so much effort throughout the whole season. The Seahawks sacked May 6 times, including 2 apiece by Hall and Murphy. Hall's strip sack late in the third quarter set up a short field and Darnold connected with Barner on a 16-yard scoring toss to make it 19-0. Jillian Love's interception set up another field goal that made it 22-7 with 5:35 left. The Patriots 17-4 punted on the first 8 drives, and excluding a kneel down 2 on the first half. Just reminding them that we're 307 days into what hopefully is a long, successful relationship and program, and it's okay to be disappointed, New England coach Mike Vrabel said. Down 19-0, May and the Patriots offense finally got going and hit Matt Collins over the middle in traffic for 24 yards and then lofted a perfect 35-yard TD pass to Hollins down the left side to cut the deficit to 19-7. Tom Brady once led Bill Belichick's Patriots to the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history when New England rallied from a 28-3 deficit against Atlanta for a 34-28 overtime victory. But May was no runner-up to Matthew Stafford in the AP NFL MVP award in the closest race in 2 decades. Didn't come close. He had a chance to narrow the gap, but his ill-advised pass into triple coverage was picked by Love, and the Patriots trailed by 15. They got the ball with 5:35 left. May said after the game that he had a pain-relieving injection in his right shoulder which he injured in the AFC Championship win at Denver, but said it didn't affect his play. Then came Nwosu's touchdown, a fitting way to cap an overwhelming effort by the NFL's stingiest defense. Definitely hurts. They played better than us tonight, May said. May's 7-yard TD pass to Ramondre Stevenson late in the game only made the margin smaller. The Seahawks took a 3-0 lead on Myers' 33-yard field goal on the game's opening drive. Myers connected from 39 and 41 yards to extend the lead to 9-0 at halftime. He was good from 41 on Seattle's first drive of the third quarter to make it 12-0. Quarterback Christian Gonzalez made 2 outstanding plays to prevent potential touchdowns in the second quarter. He raced back and leaped in the air to slap away a deep pass to Rashid to Rashad Shaheed that could have been a 76-yard TD. On Seattle's last drive in the first half, Gonzalez knocked down a pass to all-pro wide receiver Jackson Smith Najiba that would have been a 23-yard TD, and Riley Mills pushed left guard Jared Wilson into May and took both of them down on one of Seattle's sacks. Bad Bunny headline, visually stunning halftime performance. Headline, a visually stunning halftime performance that also featured appearances by Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin, the Grammy-winning Puerto Rican artist, entirely in Spanish. The Patriots failed to win the franchise's 7th Super Bowl, which would have set an NFL record. They're tied with the Steelers with 6 championships. Variable, the AP NFL Coach of the Year, was aiming to become the 5th person to win a Super Bowl as a player and head coach, and the first to do it both with the same team. The 23-year-old May became the 2nd youngest QB to start a Super Bowl, but couldn't become the youngest to win it. Ben Roethlisberger still holds that mark. But it's the Seattle Seahawks, the Super Bowl champions. And I give the game balls to them. Sam Darnold, 19 of 38 carries and attempts, 202 yards, 1 TD pass. Kenneth Walker III, 27 attempts, 135 yards. And A.J. Barner, 4 receptions, 54 yards, 1 TD. For the Patriots, on the passing end of it, Drake made 27 of 43 carries and attempts, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. On the rushing end of it, Drake made 37 yards, 5 attempts, and I think it's Mac Hollins, 4 receptions, 78 yards, 1 TD. But I tip my hat to the Seahawks, and for the Patriots, my condolences to you guys. But it's the Patriots who have won the Super Bowl. The Seahawks have won the Super Bowl, and my brother-in-law did not do one, but I know he was going with Seattle. And I took the Seattle Seahawks, and I won. And that wraps up the picks of the week for the 2025 season. So, but don't worry, we'll always have NFL and Browns news. And the Cavs will be back in action tomorrow night, as they will be back home here, as they will take on the Washington Wizards tomorrow night at Rocket Mortgage Arena, and tip off for that was at 7 p.m. on that will be on, I believe, FanDuel Sports Network Ohio. So and hopefully they will try to keep this winning streak going, as they came from behind yesterday to beat the Denver Nuggets 119 to 117. Donovan Mitchell had 33 points. James Harden, 22 points in that game. And right now we're going to look at the NBA scoreboard. Only 4 games tonight in the only 4 games tonight in the NBA. The Indiana, and the third quarter with 5:27 left to go. The Indiana Pacers are leading by, actually now they are down 2 to the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden in New York City. 85-83 with 5:07 left to go. At halftime, the LA Clippers are up by one on the Houston Rockets, 52-51. And in the first quarter, with it's getting underway, it's the Dallas Mavericks and the Phoenix Suns. And at 10:30 tonight, it'll be the Spurs and the Lakers out on the West Coast. So that's your NBA scoreboard. Uh, and right now, we're going to talk about the we actually we will quickly talk about the winter Olympics. I won't have time to do one of my new wrinkles this time, but I want to quickly talk about the Winter Olympics and in the curling, the U.S. Got 5 gold medals in that. They completed. That was the final gold medal event. Sweden got 6. The U.S. of A. got 5. And in the luge, uh, J. Tobis of Germany got the gold. Uh, uh, Viola Latavia got from China got the bronze, and uh, Fapperson of the United States got the bronze. And in freestyle skating, the Hall got the United States one got the silver. It was I'm having trouble getting it here, and it's apparently that's the last name of Hall. Of Hall, I think it was AJ Hall or like Anthony Hall or Alex Hall, I think, and he got the silver. And that's just a few. Just a few. And right now, the United States has a total of 2 gold medals, 3 silver, and 2 bronze. They have a total of 7 medals right now. Norway has a total of 12 medals. Germany 6, Sweden 6, and Switzerland 5. So hopefully we'll get more medals given out, and hopefully the U.S. of A. will get the win in a lot of these events. So, well, that's just that's just about going to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports One. I'll be back this weekend or next week with another podcast. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.